Hello everyone and welcome back to IMO Reviews. Yes, I'm hoping my beautiful top of the league Liverpool shirt doesn't mess up the video, but it is worth wearing because we're top of the league. But nonetheless, I'm here to talk to you about Wonka. Willy Wonka dreams of opening a chocolate shop but faces backlash and hurdles at every turn in this light and colourful musical. I've got to be honest, I really was not at all excited for this movie. I don't think it's necessary. I've never once thought about a prequel for Wonka. I've never really felt like we needed one. I like characters having mysterious backgrounds. Not everything needs to be explained all the time. And the trailers didn't sell me. Hugh Grant as an Oompa Loompa genuinely worried me. But I knew it was going to be a big movie this year and a lot of people are going to talk about it, so I had to check it out. And I've got to be honest, I'm going to try and stay calm. I don't want this film to get the better of me. It's not worth it. But I can't lie, I damn near despise this movie. But I will try and be fair. Are there any positives? Some of the sets were okay. And I really do mean some, and I really do mean okay. Nothing was groundbreaking, nothing had my jaw on the floor. It wasn't the most stunning thing I've ever seen, but it was competent. Anything else? I suppose I can give it a positive that it wasn't overloaded with references and callbacks. There's maybe one or two, but it's not Member Berries the movie. And I'm genuinely struggling to think of anything else positive to say about Wonka. So we might as well just get into a very long list of negatives. I thought this film was ugly. I think it looks appallingly lazy. The CGI frankly doesn't look finished, and it is so overly relied upon, even in just basic movements that could have been done with wires so easily. But no, cut corners at every opportunity and put very little effort in at every opportunity. It's surprisingly unimaginative. It really is just relying on bright colours. That's really all it is. There isn't anything in it that I hadn't seen before, or I thought was really imaginative and out there. I'd even argue the Tim Burton version is more creative than Wonka, and that Tim Burton version is horrible. I didn't enjoy the choreography. I can't even say I got into the swing of the dances. It was very basic. It's a lot of swinging a cane around and tilting a hat and doing all the jaunty show tune stuff. It wasn't big, it wasn't clever, there was no imagination to it. It didn't leave me stunned, shocked, surprised. It was just somebody doing this a lot. Like, if you're going to rely on the CGI so heavily, surely that's where you can implement it. Make it feel big, make it feel really packed out, like there's loads going on. And yet it never does. I thought the songs were absolutely atrocious. They're unmemorable, and some of them sound almost identical. And if they're not near identical, they're damn near annoying. Scrub. Do you know what I want to do? I want to scrub this film out of my memory. There's just nothing to them. I don't like musicals, I must admit. They are probably my least favourite genre, but even I can understand what makes a good musical. Think about Somewhere Over the Rainbow. It is one of the most memorable musical tracks of all time, and it still holds up to this day. Why? Because above all else, it's actually a bloody good song. But more importantly, it doesn't just exist to spell out exposition. It's a song about hope, it's a song about dreams, it's about wanting more than what you have. It's about what wonders are in the world that you're yet to experience. And it says all of that without that actually being the lyrics, because it isn't creatively bankrupt. Whereas the songs in Wonka simply exist to explain what's going on. I love to make chocolate and I want to buy a shop. I want to sell some chocolate, but these people don't like me. Yeah, it's that. We're doing that. Kill me now. And there's so many songs. Every time a new one got a cue to come in, my eyes were rolling in the back of my skull. It's so lazy. The humour is awful. It really is as lazy as just making repetitive fat jokes. Ha! It's funny because he's fat. And that is apparently your intelligence level, according to this movie. It's insulting, to be brutally honest. The performances are horrific. It plays out like a children's panto. Olivia Colman, I'm sorry, but what happened? This is Oscar-winning Olivia Colman. And yet she feels like a pissed-up EastEnders actress in here. It's just sad to see, and frankly appalling, that a director didn't utilise her to her actual abilities. She's had Empire of Light and now this. She needs a knockout to get out of this spiral. I should not watch a movie and feel genuinely sorry for the cast, and yet here we are. I'm not a big fan of Timothee Chalomet. I think he always brings the same thing to every performance. I'm just a moody, broody teenage boy with a floppy fringe that all the girls are so horny for. Yeah, I don't get it. He's not great. And I don't think he's great here. I appreciate that he is not so mopey, but I still don't think he's Wonka, not by a long shot. Because I don't think he understands the character and I don't think the script understands the character. He's a genius, but also a complete and utter fucking idiot at the same time. He can travel the world and find bizarre ingredients and yet has managed to do that without ever being able to read and write. That seems a lot more important than learning how to make chocolate, don't you think? In fact, surely that would have come up in learning how to make chocolate. How did he read the measurements? Dunno. Don't care. My favourite scene in the movie was where Timothee Chalomet wanked off a giraffe. It happens twice, and I laughed on both occasions. I was probably the only person in the cinema laughing. I don't know what's wrong with everybody else. He's literally wanking off a giraffe. That's brilliantly hilarious. I am not going to be able to watch Dune the same way without thinking of that poor giraffe. The logistics of it all is just so rushed. Doesn't make sense. It's so uncaring of its material. He's opening a shop. Why? It's not called Charlie and the Chocolate Shop, so why does he need a shop exactly? Surely he needs a factory to, you know, make the chocolate that he can then sell in the shop. But no, we establish very early on that actually he can make the chocolate in his suitcase and do it very easily. Only to then end up teasing the idea of him getting a factory when we've just spent 2 hours establishing how he doesn't need a factory. It doesn't make any sense at all. And that's infuriating because there's no reason for it. You could have done something here. It's lazy, it's pointless, it's aimless, it's a cash grab, and it will succeed because of its name alone. We will be back here next year talking about Wonka 2, where I'm sure there'll be a stinger in the credits where we tease Charlie. I can't wait. So I'm going to give Wonka a 2 out of 10, and frankly, it can thank me for it. But I just want to finish by saying, despite my very harsh words, I have seen people say they actually had fun with this movie, and it is all just a matter of opinion. So if you are watching this and you've already seen the movie and you had a really good time with it and you're feeling shattered and broken by my comments, good. No, I'm joking. Take it with a pinch of salt. It is just one man's opinion. I'm not that keen on musicals. I wasn't excited for the film in the first place. So please do use some of your own initiative. If you've seen the trailer and you're up for it, if you really think this is going to work for you, check it out. Come back, let me know what you thought in the comment section. I'd love to hear it. Thank you for watching this review. Please be sure to hit that like button and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and please do hit the comment section as well. Have you seen Wonka? What did you think about it? Let me know in the comment section below. And of course, if you haven't had enough of this crazy ginger, well, you can always click on these suggested videos right here and get yourself lost in an IMO wormhole. But if not, take care and I look forward to seeing you on the next review.